Okay, so our example is in, let's say, a takeout restaurant, and there's person number 1 and person number 2. So person number 1 can either be a chef or a cashier in the restaurant, and person number 2 can either be a cashier or a chef in the restaurant. So the Nash theory of it is if they were both cashiers, that would be bad for business, because having 2 cashiers and no chefs is pointless, because if you don't have a chef to make the food, what's the point of taking an order? And then it's also here if they were both chefs, because having 2 chefs doesn't make sense for them both to be making the food and not having anyone to take the orders, and therefore not having any customers at all.
For person number 1, there's a dominant theory shown here. This is because the person number 1 was a chef and person number 2 was a cashier. It is a greater gains than if person number 1 was still a chef, but person number 2 was also a chef. This is shown here because 4 is greater than -3 and 2 is greater than -3. The dominant scenario for person number 1 is this, and the dominant scenario for person number 2 is shown in here.